Hello and welcome to the Business Standard Morning Show. I am Ruchika Chakravanshi. It is 9th of August 2023 and here are the questions we'll be answering today. What does the revamp of 508 railway stations mean? How is AI disrupting the entertainment world? How did India Inc. fare in Q1 earnings season? And what is import substitution? On Sunday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone for the redevelopment of 508 railway stations in India. The revamping will take place under the modernization program called Amrit Bharat Station Scheme. But what changes will this redevelopment bring about, and what does transforming 508 railway station mean for Indian Railways? Tariq Ahmed explains.
Passenger experience in 508 railway stations across 23 states and 4 union territories are set to improve following the redevelopment project under the Amrit Bharat Station Scheme. With a budget of 24,470 crore rupees, the central project will modernize the stations while highlighting the tradition and cultural heritage of the region. The Amrit Bharat Station Scheme has the long-term goal of making the railway stations a city centre. A station's approach road, parking and surrounding areas will also be further developed to provide hassle-free entry and exit to the stations. The platform area will be increased and the platform floors modified. Lounges and cafeterias will be built and waiting halls, free Wi-Fi and toilets will be improved. Facilities like escalators and lifts will be added along with other amenities for differently abled passengers. Under the One Station One Product project, booths to provide a market for local products will be constructed in every station. So what does the project to revamp 508 railway stations mean for the railways and its passengers?
Station redevelopment is basically focused on improving the amenities at station. Okay, like say more spacious waiting rooms and food lounges, shopping areas, parking facilities, and things like that. Whereas focus should be if they are doing station improvement along with removing all the bottlenecks right now. Because there are very serious bottlenecks at places like Kanpur, Lucknow, Tundla, even Delhi itself, Bombay. So if you remove those bottlenecks also, then it will be good. Otherwise, just improving station amenities inside the station, making them bigger, will really not be solving the pressing problems that Indian Railway faces today.
Among the states, Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan have the most number of stations that are getting revamped under the project. 55 stations will be redeveloped in UP and Rajasthan, while 49 stations from Bihar, 44 from Maharashtra and 37 from West Bengal are on the list. So what's the parameter for choosing these particular 508 stations?
If you see the list, it will be very clear to you. Say important junction stations, historically important stations, junctions, connectivity, where the throughput will be increased, where you want more stabling facility. So all those parameters can be listed out and they have been gone into. And idea is best return to the investment, best return to the society. Whatever we invest, it should give best results.
Experts mentioned that previously few station revamp projects have been delayed due to the issue related to tenders and contract. Under the Amrit Bharat Station Scheme, the process is expected to be faster. Leader of the Vande Bharat project, Sudhanshu Mani, points that importance should be more on the efficiency and smooth functions rather than the beautification process.
As IR is an important engine to complement and boost economic activity in the country. So definitely this massive investment in redevelopment of stations, along with introduction of more and more Vande Bharat trains, these are all an offshoot of this belief, which is fine. But the government should not lose sight of the operating performance, financial health, and safety of Indian Railways. There is indeed merit in investment in railways as it would bring revenue to government in form of taxes. It will boost manufacturing and services. It will increase job opportunities. But there is a caveat, and that is that the investment should be productive for IR's revenue also, because it is so it's not an either or situation, but greater stress on increasing the intermodal share of IR in freight sector, upgradation of basic infrastructure to support heavier and speedier trains, for example, introduction of Kavach and other safety works, which perhaps have lower visibility and optics, but they should be the focus area.
Better platforms, waiting lounges, clean toilets, and integration of intermodal transportation together will make a railway station experience better for all passengers. But experts believe making train services efficient is more vital in the Indian Railways journey to modernize its services.
Our railway station experience is going to be identical to that of airport check-ins. Well, that is the ambitious goal, but it is some time away. What's more pressing is the advent of AI and its impact on the world of entertainment. In the US, Hollywood writers' strike touched 100 days today, where the Writers Guild of America is fighting to restrict the use of artificial intelligence in script writing. On the other end of the spectrum, Netflix is offering a salary of whopping 7.4 crore rupees for a product manager role on a machine learning platform. Ayush Mishra finds out how AI is disrupting the entertainment world.
Obviously, Hollywood writers are very imaginative people. They write science fiction scripts, so they can probably see the risks even more clearly than people who are not in that profession. So they probably see this as something that is going to happen very soon.
That's Debashish Guha of SP Jain School of Global Management, speaking on the ongoing writers' strike in Hollywood, which completed 100 days today. Entertainment industry, being an early adopter of AI, has created fear among writers who now want a guarantee that they won't be replaced by machines. According to a report published by Challenger, Gray and Christmas in May 2023, the media industry announced 17,436 job cuts in 2023 in the United States alone, the highest year to date on record. Speaking to Business Standard, Atul Rai, co-founder of Statue Technologies, said, "Many industry insiders are concerned about displacement of job due to AI's ability to generate scripts, clone celebrity voices, and create digital replicas of public figures. But AI is here to stay. Embracing the transformative power of AI is the only way to succeed in professional lives," Rai said. But how close are the script and screenplay writers in losing their jobs to AI today? SP Jain's Debashish Guha believes it's still a distant thunder.
I think that the current state of AI is still not developed enough to actually replace people on the job. For instance, most generative AI, such as ChatGPT, can only produce small snippets of text. It cannot produce long form, screenplay or stage play. Although efforts have been made to do that, the technology is still not developed enough to produce a book-length screenplay or stage play. So it has the potential of getting there in the future.
A report by Dublin-based market research company Research and Markets suggests AI in the media and entertainment market is expected to grow at a CAGR of 31.89% from a market valuation of $17.927 billion in 2021 to reach $124.483 billion by 2028.
The pace of development is very rapid. We didn't have ChatGPT last year. Already ChatGPT has made such a big impression on everyone, and it can do so many things that people are just amazed by. Same thing is happening now with what is called generative AI agents or GPT agents, which can make these AI software much more capable than they are now. And that's going to happen within a year. So it is difficult to make any prediction as to where we will be 2 years from now. So that is why I think what is absolutely essential is that these technologies must be incorporated into the workflow as soon as they appear. Because if we say that, oh, this is going to replace me, there's a famous book by the chess champion Gary Kasparov, who says that machines can beat people, human players, but a human player with a machine is the best.
Generative AI is the main disruptor in the entertainment sector, says Rohan Nisho Jain, founder and CEO of music artist platform Madverse. Artificial intelligence is already being used to produce music, graphics, and even complete films, he said, speaking to Business Standard. With the increased application of AI, infringement or fair use of data is also going to be a concern for the entertainment industry. Generative AI relies on training data to produce data. This training data consists of prior artwork, many of which are protected by copyright laws. This will create ownership disputes.
Multiple issues that come up. One thing is that, say, I'm a writer and I have taken AI as help and I have created a piece of content, right? Firstly, now, is that piece of content plagiarized? Is it my own original piece of content? Is it sort of, if I get sued, does the AI also, is the AI also culpable? So I think it's a matter of copyright.
While AI has the potential to replace certain work processes, it is expected to create new opportunities across industries. Entertainment sectors in mature economies are already looking out for AI professionals who are capable of leveraging AI to generate voices, digital replicas, script writing, and more.
Experts believe that the increase in content generation and advancements in the entertainment industry around the world will propel the expansion of artificial intelligence in the years to come. Back to the markets, the Q1 earnings season has nearly come to a wrap, wherein pockets like IT expectedly led the underperformance, while oil marketing companies continued to see a rebound. In our next report, Harshita Singh chalks out the granular details on the sectors that remained in the spotlight.
The June quarter earnings season has been a mixed bag, with India Inc.'s muted performance being largely in line with expectations. For the quarter, the cumulative net profit of Nifty 50 companies jumped 47% year-on-year to Rs 1.5 trillion, while revenue saw a relatively dismal growth of 8% to Rs 12 trillion. The bulk of profits in Q1 was driven by heavyweights SBI, Reliance Industries, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, TCS and BPCL. Sectorally, IT and metal pockets were the top drags due to the weak global macro environment, while domestic cyclicals such as BFSI and auto led the growth scorecard held by oil marketing companies.
From a sectorial perspective, it's been a mixed bag. IT and metals have been underperformers, while auto ants, industrials, BFSI sector have been outperformers. From oil and gas space, RIL has disappointed, but ONCs have done exceedingly well. So BPCL, because of better marketing margins, have done exceedingly well.
An analysis by brokerage Motilal Oswal showed that the BFSI sector's profit grew 42% YOY, while Tata Motors helped the auto pocket report a profit of 10,200 crore rupees from a loss of 2,900 crore rupees a year ago. Metals and chemicals, meanwhile, saw their profit dwindle by 64% and 32% respectively from last year.
Earnings downgrade has been there in commodities and IT. That's where the downgrades have happened. Most of the downgrades. I think the chemicals again had a bad quarter. That was expected because of inventory churn, inventory destocking, and prices crashing in China. I think that will continue in the September quarter as well. Apart from that, I think the plus points were in sectors like defense and railways, where the order book is pretty good and expected to be good given that this is a pre-election year.
Among Nifty 50 stocks, JSW Steel, Tata Motors, Dr. Reddy's and Cipla have seen the highest FY24 EPS upgrades of 6 to 34%, while Tech Mahindra, UPL, Tata Steel, HUL and Infosys saw the most downgrades. In line with past year's trend, analysts at ICICI Securities expect the earnings upgrade cycle to continue for domestic cyclicals. While the global uncertainty could weigh on earnings revision for stocks in the IT, healthcare, metals and cement space, they said in a note. Hence, investors should remain cautious on export-oriented sectors that could remain under check ahead. Today, on August 9, Q1 earnings of Bharat Forge, Granules, Zee Entertainment and IRCTC will remain on investors' radar.
He's making plans for an early retirement. Business Standard.
On August 3, the centre announced that it is putting imports of laptops and computers, including tablets, under a licensing regime with immediate effect. Later on August 5, it announced that the rule will come into effect on November 1st. The Directorate General of Foreign Trade said that the restrictions are being imposed to promote domestic manufacturing and curtail imports of these goods from countries such as China and Korea. According to experts, this is the centre's effort in the direction of import substitution. But what is import substitution? Raghav Agarwal decodes it for you.
Import substitution is a strategy which emphasizes replacing imports with domestically produced goods to encourage the development of domestic industry. Moreover, the goods produced under this are consumed in the country itself and not exported. It also targets the protection and incubation of newly formed domestic industries so that their goods are competitive with their imported counterparts. Developing countries take this step to decrease their dependence on developed countries. The centre protects its domestic industry mainly by imposing two types of trade barriers. One is by imposing quotas and the second is through tariffs. Under the quota route, the government specifies the number of goods that can be imported. If the demand is higher than that, it needs to be met through domestic production. Under tariffs, a tax is imposed on imported products, making them costlier. This discourages the import of these products. Before the independence in 1947, Britain held a monopoly over India's exports and imports. However, in 1950, the country entered an era of planned development. In the first 7 five-year plans, trade in India was characterized by an inward-looking strategy or import substitution. This went on till 1990. In 1991, the Narasimha Rao government undertook the liberalization, privatization and globalization reforms, also called LPG reforms. It allowed foreign companies to come to India to make and sell products. The Indian economy, in a way, allowed imports as well as exports of goods. There are two major disadvantages of restricting imports through this policy. One, it limits the range of products for customers of the country as they only have to largely purchase what's produced domestically. Second, the producers are aware that they have a captive market and thus there is less emphasis on improving the quality of goods. So, customers have a higher risk of getting access to only substandard goods.
I'm backed by the nation's trusted bank, SBI, the banker to every Indian.
Well, that's all for today. Catch the next episode of The Morning Show tomorrow. Thank you for watching.
For more news, views and updates, subscribe to Business Standard on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast and Spotify. Also follow us on YouTube, Vimeo, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook and LinkedIn.